it up, put the hip shit on the shelf. Cause the way the real wealth is being real with self. My eyes done seen the glory of the coming of the left. I can't do it by myself, so I'm asking for help. It's time to switch it up, put the hip shit on the shelf. Cause the way the real wealth is being real with self. My eyes done seen the glory of the coming of the left. I can't do it by myself, so I'm asking for help.
Money, money, money. That's all he talks
There's
about.
nothing wrong with being wealthy.
I know he knows.
Like Kanye West says, having money is not everything, but not having it is. No, Deuteronomy 8:18 says God gives us the ability to create wealth.
Money is the root to all.
No, it's the love of money that's the root of all evil. If you don't like money so much, why don't you get up and go to work? Yes, I do think about all the things and one thing you have to study it. I'm just trying to leave a legacy for my family. Money's not everything, but when you got it, you can do some cool stuff. And now, your host for Talking Money in the Morning, financial health mentor to the working class, Mr. H. Cortez.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to Talking Money in the Morning Live with your main man, H. Cortez, the one and only financial health mentor to the Black community, everybody's favorite fatherpreneur, where I do my absolute best to bring practical, proven wealth building strategies to working men and women all over this great nation of ours. It is truly an honor, privilege, and a pleasure to come to you live and direct from the JakaylaMGreen.com studios here in St. Louis, Missouri. If you are not familiar with Jakayla M. Green, author of Daddy's Girl, you are missing a blessing in your life because she is phenomenal and her book is phenomenal. You got to check that thing out. And we're going to have her jump on and come to the show live and direct and in living color here in 1 second. But before I do that, I want to let you guys know, if you guys are on Periscope, do me a favor and share or invite your followers to the stream. If you're interested or have young kids who may be interested in being authors, entrepreneurs, doing phenomenal things, then this young lady is a great inspiration to them. This is a show that you want to share with them. Also, do me a huge favor. If you guys are checking this out on YouTube, do the same thing. Grab the link, share it on your favorite social media timeline. If you have not already subscribed to the YouTube channel, then you want to go ahead and do that as well. And you guys know on Facebook, do me a huge, huge favor. Share the stream, the likes and the hearts and all of that stuff. Give the baby the likes and the hearts. Let Facebook know that when we bring these shows to the book, that they are worthy of being pushed out there amongst all the other ratchetness that's out there. So, and those of you who don't know, then we're always at Periscope at Cortez Springer, on Facebook at Cortez Springer, and then we're on YouTube at Financial Health Mentor. So you guys know who the show is for. The show is for risers and grinders only. If you are not ready to get up and get out and get something, this ain't your show. If you are, this show is for you. If you are about building a legacy for you and your family, this is your show. If you're about setting the bar high for your children, right? You guys know I often say the very worst thing that you can do for a child is set expectations too low. The very worst thing you can do for a child is set expectations too low. So if you are the type of parent that's setting expectations high for your children and helping them reach their goals, supporting them, and you're not, and you're telling them that they can do all things, that they can be great and wonderful, and you're not stunting and stifling their genius, then this is your show. On the other hand, who is the show not for? It's not for the pessimists. It's not for those negative thinking people. It's not for those people who say, oh, baby, you want to be president. You might not want to think that way. You just want to keep it real. You just want to set realistic goals. This ain't your show, man, because how dare you superimpose your limitations on somebody else, right? So if that's your show, we ask you to exit stage left because we don't want you here. We don't want that kind of energy around our babies. So like I tell you each and every morning, man, if you've never seen a future billionaire before, and that's billion with a B, I want you to take a screenshot. Jeez. And watch me work. Watch me do it, man. I'm telling you. 2027, it's going down. I not only have the gall to make a bold claim, but Beyonce wants you to put a ring on it. I put a date on it, right? Because a goal is just a wish or a fantasy unless you put a date on it and start doing work towards that thing every day. So without further ado, guys, like I said, this young lady is one of the cutest little people that you ever want to meet. She's amazingly talented and really, really, really going after her dreams and goals and got some big things happening. So I want to take less time for myself and give her more time. So without further ado, let me present to some and introduce to others, Miss Jakayla Green. Top of the morning to you, young lady. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I am wonderful, and now that I'm in your presence, I'm even better. How about that? Excited to have you on the show this morning. I know you're doing some amazing things. So I just wanted to have a conversation with you about some of the things that you have going on. But before I start with a whole bunch of questions, just tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you got going on.
Okay, so my name is Jakayla Green, and I wrote a book called Daddy's Girl, and my favorite color is green. And
Green.
I'm 9 years old, and yeah.
All right,
And
good.
I have a family. I have a sister, a brother, and a mom and dad.
Okay, awesome. So 9 years old, so that puts you going into fourth grade? Maybe fifth grade, going into fourth grade. Okay, cool. So you wrote this book called Daddy's Girl. What is the book about? For those who have not picked it up yet, but everybody is going to pick it up, right?
Right.
Tell us a little bit about the book. What is the book about?
It's about me and my dad having daddy-daughter days and stuff, and about how my mom and dad, they separated, and me and my dad, we just went to the, it's like me and my dad going to the parks and other things, other places and stuff. So we just had daddy-daughter days there, and sometimes he would go out with my sister too. But I just wrote this book about me and my dad.
Yeah. Sister, big sis, you got to write your own book, right? This is about me and daddy. You write your own book about you and daddy. Okay, I get it. So, so you said mommy and daddy separated for a little while. How did that make you feel?
That made me feel sad because I wanted to be in a family, and I didn't want to be separated. And every time I went out in public, a lot of people would be in a family. I would see their father and stuff, and there would just be 4 of us and not 5.
Oh, wow. And at this time you were how old?
I was like 8 and 9,
So,
I think.
it was like 8. So a little bit over your, so 7 and 8. So going through that period, you were until for the first 7 years of your life, mommy, daddy there. Every time you come home, mommy, daddy's there. But when, at some point, it wasn't the case. So talk about why you think it's so important to have both mommy and daddy at home.
I think it is important because if something happens, like, you need both of your parents to be there, because if something happens to our mom, then we would be living by ourselves, and then if somebody came to rob our house or something like that, then we would have to call our dad, and he will have to come all the way on the road, and it takes a long time for him to get back to our house, so somebody could kill us or something if we don't have both our parents.
Yeah, so you want that protection of dad right there. You don't want him, because he will come running if you call him. Trust me, I don't even know your dad, but I know this. If you call him and say something's going down, he's gonna come running. But it's always better if he don't have to come running and he's just in the next room, right? Or he's even taking on a threat before you guys even realize there is a threat, because that's what dads do, right? Ask me how I know, right? All right, good stuff. So based on that kind of going on in your life, you were a little bit sad that mom and dad working together. You wrote the book, right? So what are people saying about the book? You've had some book readings and people have purchased the book and you got some feedback from people. What are people saying about the book?
A lot of people say that the words touch their heart, because they say that I use a lot of words, and they say the pictures look just like me and my dad. And they say that they want to buy a book because that's pretty much it.
So they want to buy the book now, and I know you feel that if there are other young kids going kind of through this, that you could, the book might help them too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Go ahead.
Because I want them to know that I want to inspire them to write a book so that they could be like me. Because some people say that they want to write a book, but I tell them that they can do it, but they never do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's one of those things where you have to really, really believe in yourself. And that goes back to having both mommy and daddy in the house, right? Because I'm sure both mommy and dad told you that you can do it. They supported you and they helped you. How did that make you feel when you and mommy and daddy tell you can do anything that you try to achieve?
They inspired me to do anything in Dallas because I was signed up for track and they told me that I could do it. So I just started running faster and they helped me. They helped me start getting better. And my coach said I was starting to get better. And they said I could do anything at school and everywhere. They always say that. And that really inspires me. So that's why I like to have my parents there.
Good deal. Good deal. So talk a little bit about the process, because you said I want to inspire other young people to write books. So what was the process as you started, putting your thoughts down on paper, and how did the book all come together for you?
So first I started putting my thoughts down on paper, and then I started to type all my thoughts together in a story. Then I had a writing coach, and she told me about the things that I typed on the computer, and then she taught me to edit it, and then I had to edit it. So I had a little bit of homework, and then I had a illustrator. So then the book, when I finished all my writing, the book, he was illustrating it, and then he painted some pictures and my mom scanned them, and then some people published the book, and that's how it all got together.
Wow. So you said two very important things, right? And here's one thing that a lot of people miss, not just kids, right? You said your parents support you full time. So that's important, to be around people who will support you and inspire you. Then you said they signed you up for track and you liked it, you started running, and you had a coach to help you get better. Then you said when you start writing your book, you had a writing coach to help you write better. So tell other kids first, but tell the grown folks too, why it's important to have a coach or a mentor to help you.
I think it's important to have a coach or a mentor because a lot of people go down. They put themselves down. So you need to always have somebody to keep you going, because if you just sign up for it, then there's no need of doing it if you're going to put yourself down. So if you sign up for it, you need to stay in. And so your coach is going to help you stay up by pushing you and stuff. And she going to help you, or he.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's amazing. And that's what you have to do. You have to allow that to happen, right? When your coach pushes you on the track, right? Sometimes you be tired. Sometimes you don't want to run that extra lap, and they say, come on, right? And talk about a time where you just didn't feel like doing it, and your coach motivated you to do it anyway. So do you ever have any times like that where you don't feel like doing something and your coach pushes you anyway?
Yeah, sometimes there's something called the 400, and that one is hard because you have to run the whole track without running, and sometimes our practices that we have to run on the track. First we have to run and then walk and then run to the finish line, and that is tiring too because we have to do it. There's like sets in it, and in each set you do 2 in each set, and then you get water after each set. So that's exhausting and tiring. But my coach helped me do it, and she pushed me.
She pushes you through it, man. That's what a good coach and a good mentor does. They will push you to the greatness that they see in you, even if sometimes you don't see that greatness in yourself, or you feel that you're too tired or you can't push through. That is phenomenal. So I miss something very critical when I introduced you, and I said that you were author of the book Daddy's Girl, but you are actually author of the Amazon best-selling book Daddy's Girl. So when you got to that place where you were an Amazon bestseller for the first time, how did that make you feel?
That made me feel like that made me feel like it wasn't true, kind of, but I knew it was because it was a lot of author people, and out of all of them, I was the best-selling author, and that made me feel surprised because I was just my mind was just blown.
Yeah. I mean, that's amazing because it's like there are a lot of books on Amazon. I'm talking about millions of books on Amazon. So to be a bestseller, that's a big deal, right? I've got a couple books on Amazon, and them mugs are like in the top 10 million or something, right? But you got your book in the top 10 or top 20 or something like that. That is amazing, an amazing accomplishment. So let me show the folks what it looks like. So if you're checking us out on YouTube or Facebook or Periscope, I want you to go to JakaylaMGreen.com. I want you to go to JakaylaMGreen.com. And just so you don't get confused, this is what it looks like, right? So, and Jakayla is JakaylaMGreen.com. You can learn more about Jakayla. You can learn her story. You can catch her at events. She does book signings. She does book readings. You can bring her to town and have her inspire some. You have a youth club, a girls club, Girl Scouts. All of this kind of stuff is what she does. So JakaylaMGreen.com, where you can definitely go there and purchase the book, because we want all of you guys to purchase the book. So do me a huge favor so that Jakayla knows that we have her back. If you're checking us out on Periscope or on Facebook, I want you to type in the chat, I will support. If you are committed to go buying a book today, we want to keep this young lady on the Amazon bestsellers list. If you're committed to buying a book today, I want you to comment in the chat, I will support. I want to see how many people will support this young baby, because if we don't support them, then what's going to change in their lives? What's going to keep them from being where we are when they get to our age, right? When they're doing amazing things, we have to support them in doing those amazing things. So Nia Lewis says, I will support. Robert Mason says, I will support. Anybody else saying that I will support? I will go out and get this young lady's book. Yvette says, I will support. I am definitely supporting today. Thanks, Jakayla, says Lawrence. Lady Ray J says, I will support. Awesome. So you've got some pretty good supporters here. And you might even have a couple other appearances coming. I know Lady Ray J has her own show. So we got some stuff going on there, Jakayla. All right, good deal. All right, so let me end the screen share. I just wanted them to see what that looks like. Yes, everybody, I will support. Giovanni, I will support. Ariel, I will support. Good. Stephen Allen, I will support. All right, good deal. So let's transition a little bit, because you're not only an Amazon best-selling author, but you and your sister have this hit YouTube show called JoJo's Personality TV. Where did that come from, man? Because I watched one of your shows this morning and it was awesome.
My mom and my sister, they were just talking about cooking one day, and then I was listening to the conversation, and then my mom, she made like a little poster of things. She was thinking about us having a YouTube show or something like that, and she wrote a poster of all the things that we could do. And then first thing was cooking, and then science experiments, and then like crafts and stuff like that, and DIYs and stuff. And so first we did cooking, and our first video was making oranges with Jell-O in them. So my sister was like, Mom, I want to cook and have my own little YouTube show with Kayla. And So that's how we made it. We started doing the things on our YouTube show that we wrote on the poster that we made.
Awesome, awesome, man. And it is an amazing show. And you guys do some interviews with some other young people doing some amazing things. Who was your favorite guest on the show so far?
I think you are.
Wait a minute. But you guys interviewed some amazing people too. So who are some of the people that you interviewed on your show?
I think Kim Coles, and it was
wait a minute, the legendary comedian Kim Coles?
Yes.
She came by your show? That's awesome.
And another lady, her name was Cherie, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And it was another little boy, and he made mushrooms, but my sister interviewed him. I didn't get to interview him because I was doing something. But he made mushrooms, and those are my 3 favorite people.
Awesome, awesome. That is a good deal. So guys, listen, man. If we don't get behind these babies, man, I mean, we're doing them a disservice. We're doing them a disservice. When they aspire to do great things, then we have to help them achieve those great things, right? So talk about what some of the people that are saying about the book. You're going into the 4th grade in the school now. What is your favorite subject in school?
My favorite subject in school is math because I like to add and stuff, and like regroup. I like timetables, and that's the grade that I always get a in, straight A's in that grade. And I Miss Gaines, that's my teacher, and she helps me sometimes when it's hard, but most of the time I get like an A or something because some of my friends, they ask me to help them when they get in trouble because they weren't listening, and then sometimes they would like clip down because they're like a little chart that you have to do, and sometimes they would ask me for help or try to look on my paper, but I was
Awesome. So math is a favorite subject. Good deal. That's a good subject to have, a good subject to really get down packed and to really understand really well, because you're going to be counting all this money here in a second because all the amazing things that you're doing with your book and all of that good stuff. So shout out to Miss Gaines, right? Everybody's got that favorite teacher that just really inspires them and motivates them. So shout out to Miss Gaines. On Talking Money in the Morning Live. So give me 1 second because we actually have a quote of the day. Today's quote of the day is this: most people don't want to build wealth. They want something already built, but they don't understand if you build it, they will come. Most people don't want to build wealth. They want something already built. If you build it, they will come. And that's from my man ERGJ of ERGJ Enterprises and the Black Billionaires Club book. It is on schedule to be released next week, guys. It is an amazing book. It's an amazing read. He took the 12 Black billionaires and did a case study on their lives and how they built their billions. So if you want to understand how to build wealth in this country, you have to study wealthy people. And this is a great study. I think this book is going to be one of those perennial best-selling books, kind of up there with some of the all-time classics. But it's a book for us and by us so we can understand what Black people have done to build wealth so we can duplicate their success. So to get your copy, go to www.theblackbillionairesclub.com, www.theblackbillionairesclub.com, and make sure you go ahead and pre-order that thing. It's in print right now, so it will be released next week, Independence Day. And ERGJ is very, I won't say subliminal because he's not subliminal. He is very strategic in what he does, and there's a reason that the book is going to be put out on Independence Day, because this is a book for liberation, right? It's a book for you to find your and acquire and attain your independence. www.theblackbillionairesclub.com is where you can get a copy of that book. Learn more about Evan Jefferson and ERGJ Enterprises at www.ergj.net. So I heard from a little birdie that you may, in fact, be getting ready to do another book, this time on your brother. What's so special about your brother that makes you want to write a book about your brother?
Because me and my family, we always like work out all the time around this school called Sandlapper, and they have like a little road that you can run around. And my brother, he likes to run like around the whole thing without start running. He's very big, and he's only 3, and he's so wild. So I want to write a story about how he's like wild and energetic and stuff, like how he could get signed up for sports and stuff.
Cool. So he's on his way to being a super athlete, sounds like, and that amazes you, huh? That he can run that whole thing without stopping. I'm amazed at that too. He's just 3 years old. Cool. It sounds like you and your family are really close knit, and I know mom and dad are back together, right? And now the family is, restored, probably in part because of you, young lady. What would you say if they said, hey, it's because of you, Jakayla, that we've been able to fix all of this and put our family back together? How would that make you feel?
That will make me feel like special, because I was the one who cured them back together, and I am really happy because I would like to I want to write another book. I would know that I need to write another book maybe about them, and then I'll probably get them back together again.
Mm-hmm. Good deal. So that's amazing. That I'm glad for you that the family is all back together, because I know that's what you wanted. That's kind of, the book came because you're a little sad that they were separated, but you were happy that your dad stayed around. Talk about how that was so important, that even though they separated, dad still came around and took you on your dates and was still dad for you, right?
That made me feel happy he was still there. That made me feel like he really did care about me. Because if he didn't, he would just stay home alone and then didn't even speak to us and didn't call us on the phone. And that lets me know that he really loves me, and my mom, my dad, my brother. My mom and my sister and my brother. And that lets me know that he loves us, because he would just stay, and he takes me and my sister on the dates, but at two different times, and that just makes me feel like he cares for me.
Yeah. So dads and parents, I want y'all to hear something, man, what this baby is saying and what she's crying out and her experience. She said, when mom and dad were separated, the way I knew dad still loved us is that he stayed connected to us. Sometimes as parents, we're going through things that are causing mom and dad to separate. That bleeds over into our relationships with our children. And we can't allow that to happen. She said, because he kept calling every day, because he kept our daddy-daughter days, not only with me, but also with my sister, because he kept maintaining our relationship, that let me know that he still loved us. And that's very, very, very important. So even if mom and dad are at odds, that should not bleed into the relationship with the kids. So you talked about these dates that you guys will go on. Talk about your favorite date that your dad took you on, the favorite one of all time. What was your favorite date with dad?
My favorite date with my father was when I went on a daddy-daughter dance at my school, and I saw my friends and me and my dad dance to a song, and they had like candy and stuff, and it was fun to dance with my dad. And I was happy to be with him again. So,
Cool. So did he do all the cool stuff that a man's supposed to do? Did he open your door and did he make sure that you were taken care of? Did he go get your punch and all that good stuff? Good stuff, man.
he opened when we first got back together. That's when it started. So he opened the door for me, and when we got out of the school, he opened the door for me.
Good deal. Good deal. Now, tell me this. Now, I don't know if Dad is watching, so you might have to speak easy on this one. Can your dad dance, man?
Yes.
Was he doing the funky chicken?
No, yeah.
All right, good. But I'm glad you had that experience because that is really, really important. So what are some of the things that you like to do outside of writing and doing your show with your sister? I know you said you get your parents exercise a lot. Any other things that you like to do?
I like on my show. I like to do science experiments.
Okay.
And on one I did milk and food coloring and dish soap, and you have to put milk in the bowl and then put food coloring in and put the dish soap in a little Q-tip, and then you would spread out like everywhere like a little base or something. And
Oh wow.
My sister, she is about to make a video of making slime.
Oh yeah, I've been hearing a lot about the slime. So do you have the ingredients? You know how to make slime too? Or are you waiting on your sister to do it?
Yes, my dad, he bought us some stuff from Walmart.
Gotcha. Making the slime, that is I was at a store the other day and somebody came to get some Elmer's glue and they were all out of Elmer's glue because all of the kids in the neighborhood were making slime. Is that one of the ingredients that you guys use for your slime?
Mm-hmm.
Elmer's glue?
Yeah, Elmer's glue and like some little, like, I think it's called contact solution. That's what they call it.
Yeah. Yeah, contact solution. Good stuff, man. This is fun for me, and I know it's fun for the audience. You can't see it right now, but there's just hearts going up all over the place, man. So science and math is good. A lot of kids kind of run from science and math, but that's where our world is going. Everything is technology driven, so you have to understand science and math to really, really get to a place where we're going with technology if you don't understand science and math. So really quickly, before I let you go, talk about what's in the future for Jakayla Green. What are some of the things that you aspire to do, or who do you aspire to be? Or talk a little bit about who you are looking forward to becoming as you grow up.
As I grow up, I want to get a scholarship. And I think I want to be a veterinarian or a scientist, but my sister thinks I'm copying her. But I actually like to care for animals because my favorite animal is a dog because I want to help dogs and other cats because sometimes I see videos of stray cats on the road and one got ran over and it had you could see his stomach open. And so I want to take, and some dogs have tumors, and I also want to take tumors off of them and give them stitches and help the dogs, cause I don't really like when dogs are hurt, cause I remember when my aunt's dog hit her head on my dad's truck, and she cried.
Wow. So a veterinarian. And I would assume that being a vet and dealing with dogs with some of those special situations will give you some cool stuff to write about, right? You're going to keep writing?
Yes, I think I'm going to keep writing so I can get some more money.
You like that. So good deal. So we're going to have to figure out how to get you to St. Louis one day soon so we can hang out a little bit. I think you're just one of the coolest people on the planet, man. So tell everybody how they can get in touch with you or where they can go to get your book.
How you can keep in touch with me, I have a Instagram page and a Facebook page, and on Twitter and my YouTube channel. It's called JoJo's Personality TV. You can keep in touch with me and my sister by watching our videos. And my website is, you can go on Amazon or www.jakaylamgreen.com, and you can buy one of my books off of the website, and I was sending it to you from the mail. And so yeah, that's how you can get my book or on Amazon.
So you can go to Amazon.com and look for Daddy's Girl book on Amazon, or you can go to her website, www.Jakayla, and that's spelled JAKAYLAM Green.com. JakaylaMGreen.com. You can purchase the best-selling book, Daddy's Girl, from the 9-year-old author, from her website as well. Your mom says you have a favorite quote that you like to use or to live by. What is your favorite quote?
My favorite quote is I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, because that really inspires me, because like I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Like a lot of things strengthens me. So like track does, so that's why my parents signed me up for that, because they said I have the body for it, but they said my sister didn't really have the body for it. And a lot when sports strengthens me, so I like to play sports like track, and I think I did one time I did golf, like a little golf. I had a golf club one time, but I didn't really like it because I didn't actually really work my legs or my body or nothing. So
yeah, good deal. That is one of my favorite quotes as well. It's scriptural, Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And talk to the kids about how they have to really believe in themselves, man, to accomplish big things like you have in your short life so far.
I don't want them to put themselves down, because if they don't have a coach, then they need a coach themselves, because they signed up for something that they wanted to do, and so they can't put themselves down in that, because if it looks easy, it's not easy. Some things might look easy, but it might be hard, and so sometimes you need to make sure you know what you're doing and make sure you're not doing nothing hard. But and if it is hard, you think it's hard, you think you can push through it, then you should push through it and be your own coach if you don't have a coach.
Yeah, and it just takes practice to get good at stuff, man. So yeah, I can tell that you are very confident, and hopefully other kids who are watching this, following your show, JoJo's personality TV, can see that confidence and develop the same kind of confidence that you have in yourself. They can develop that confidence in themselves, because that is, that's where it all begins, in your belief in yourself. And then, what about, do you have any friends that are doing amazing things that you like to talk about?
I think my friend named Kayla, I think she has a YouTube channel, but I don't know if she really has one. She told me that she had a YouTube channel, but I really don't know. But I kind of believe her, because one time she said that I could be on her YouTube channel, but I had to do a lot of stuff, so I couldn't really do anything. So so yeah, I only have her name is Kayla, and she said she was going to do a YouTube channel, but I never saw one.
All right. Sorry about that. Lost connection for a second. So we are back now. Good deal. So again, guys, you are listening to and learning from Jakayla M. Green. See, some people would not believe that a 9-year-old could teach life lessons. Put life lessons in the chat if you guys have learned some life lessons this morning. I picked up so many life lessons. The importance of maintaining relationships with your kids, even if mom and dad are at odds, right? The importance of having a coach in your life to push you through, right? Come on, type life lessons if this 9-year-old baby has taught us some life lessons this morning, right? She talked about having a coach in your life. She talked about believing in yourself. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. She talked about the importance of family, why it was important for her to have her family back together, all 5 of them under one roof, what she was missing when dad was gone, what it felt like dealing with emotions from the separation of her parents. She talks about the therapeutic or the therapy in writing out what she was feeling. I mean, this thing is filled with life lessons, right? The Bible talks about out of the mouth of babes, right? She spit a lot of wisdom this morning, and we certainly appreciate you for coming through and hanging out with us this morning. Kayla, anything you want to say to the people, give them your last words and then tell them again how they can get the book and where they can connect with you.
I want to tell them thank you for supporting me, and I want to tell you thank you for having me here. And how you can get on my book is my website www.jakaylmgreen.com and Amazon, and the way you can get in touch with me is JoJo's Personality TV or Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and that's it.
So she's got Instagram. So what's your handles on Instagram? Is it all Jakayla M. Green?
Yes.
So Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all Jakayla M. Green. Website, JakaylaMGreen.com. And then YouTube is JoJo's Personality TV on YouTube. So it was a pleasure having you on the show this morning. I truly appreciate you and your mom getting up early on a summer day. I know sometimes when I was a young buck in summertime, I would be trying to sleep in. I would be trying to get up at 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. But I wasn't a best-selling author either. So amazing young woman. I told you guys that we would give you guys something amazing. And the rest of the week, we have some other amazing young authors that we're going to introduce you guys to. Hold true to your commitment that you will support this baby and share this show. Go to her fan page and share her fan page. Go to like the fan page, all of that good stuff, man. Just go to her fan page and give her some words of encouragement as soon as the show is over, because this stuff ain't easy, man. That's why there's not a lot of entrepreneurs out there. That's why there's not a lot of writers out there. This stuff is not easy. So when you have a baby attempting this stuff at a very young age, we want to help her get through the difficult time, show our support and our love, and keep her pushing along the right track and along the right path. Last chance. Any last words? Give us a nugget. Give us something that keeps you going when you're down. Now, we know that you have the favorite scripture, Christ. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. But is there another model, or there's something that you tell yourself when you don't feel like you can get things going, but there's something that you keep telling yourself to help you push through?
When I'm running on track, I just keep going, and like I tell myself to keep going and don't stop, cause then you will look bad, and then you will embarrass yourself. So I just keep running and run through the finish line.
Gotcha. So from her mouth to your ears, keep going. Just push through. Don't stop. You do not want to look back and see any regrets. Keep going. Lawrence Holloway says, I just purchased your book, Kayla. Thank you. Right? Keep going. Don't look back. You don't want to look back on your life and have regret. See, she's still dropping nuggets, right? I can't even let her go because every time I try to let her go, she's dropping another nugget on us. Keep going. So I'm your main man, H. Cortez, the one and only financial health mentor to the Black community. She's Jakayla M. Green, author of best-selling Daddy's Girl. Go get it on Amazon or go to our website, www.jakaylamgreen.com, and you can learn more about this amazing young lady. If you know somebody or you yourself are part of a youth group, in particular a girls group, that you want to bring Jakayla in, I want you to inbox me so I can put you in touch with her mom, Tamel, and let's talk about getting this amazing young lady in front of as many young folks as possible to inspire, uplift, and encourage them to bring out the greatness in them as well. So until we talk to you tomorrow, I think I have Kristen the Truth Jones on for tomorrow. So come back tomorrow, another young author doing amazing things. And we're going to keep this thing going for the rest of the week. So until we talk to you tomorrow, we want you to get your money up because you absolutely can do it. See you guys.
Bye.